Okay, so hopefully you guys are doing okay. So if you lot remember, yeah, during the reaction to part two's like artwork reveal or whatever, like the character reveal, towards the end they kind of did like a little merch thing where like they announced like collaborations and all that they're doing. There was like figures, I think there was like acrylic charms or chains or whatever the hell it was. I don't really remember. The main thing though was the fact they're actually dropping CDs or whatever. And obviously, I mean, I wasn't in a hurry to get, to be honest, I didn't feel like I needed to buy it, so I wasn't going to. But I mean, with how important Dokkan OSTs are to the channel and all that, you know what I mean, and how much I kind of owe a lot to them, I kind of had to buy it out of necessity. So I have placed my pre-order. Whether or not it gets cancelled or not, I have no idea, because I never actually pre-ordered off Amazon before. It says I should get it, but I don't know, we'll see. But then, so here's the thing, right? To me, that was enough. I was like, okay, cool. Owning the OSTs physically, I'm sure that the Bubble Popper is going to be happy about that, and that's the end of it. However, it turns out it's a little bit more than just a collector's item or whatever. Because as I was scrolling literally today, I saw this tweet from Evan or whatever, which is actually here right now. Say what's good, Evan. You feel me?
Hey everybody, my name is Evan, and well, funny enough, I was just randomly joining Zero's stream, and then, well, there I was, and I
You
thought,
literally came
well,
in as
perfect
I was talking
timing.
about it.
Yep,
Yeah.
the perfect timing, and then, well, I have to like put my word into this, because this is a pretty exciting time for me, getting an official OST release for like.
Have they
all
done this
the
before?
Dokkan OSTs that we all love and enjoy, and bro, getting them in a better quality, it's like I'm having like a second birthday. Like, what the hell?
Have they done this before?
Well, so okay, they were, I think, 5 CDs now. I think every 2 years they were releasing a CD based on the prior 2 years of OST releases, and those were handed out, like, it's maybe 10 copies or something like that, at fan events.
Oh.
And those were not for sale. Those were just exclusive presents. And yeah, those went for like thousands of dollars online.
Yeah, that makes
people trying
sense.
to, like, resale them and stuff. So that is like super exclusive stuff.
Yeah.
But,
Wait,
yeah.
they haven't announced. Okay, this obviously should be way more quantity, right? Because they're putting it on Amazon and that. So like, in it, like, I haven't seen no one post that they're like sold out or anything. But
yeah,
I really don't know, you know. But you know, like what? I've placed my pre-order. I'm assuming you have too. It just says like
I have, yeah.
it just says the time frame you should get in it. Like it doesn't actually like say much more.
Well, no, I think they actually only can release, or you only can get it after May 28th, because that's like the official release date.
Yeah, it's a pre-order.
And
Yeah.
only after that date they will begin shipping. So yeah, I think something like that.
So I googled it, yeah, because I was confused because I've never pre-ordered off Amazon before. I don't know, maybe you lot in the comments and chat have too. I googled it, yeah. It says they don't even take your money until it's actually shipped to you. So
Yep.
yeah. So I don't know. I guess we'll see if the money leaves your account, then I guess you should just be. But thing is, we're talking about something that's gonna happen like 2 months from now, so it's like you're gonna forget about it anyway. So I'm gonna have to think that I've got like fraud or something, like just money getting taken out of my account, and I'm gonna remember, oh wait, I paid for this. But yeah.
I can't forget about the Dokkan CD, bro. That's unforgettable. That's unforgettable.
Man like me, I'll probably cause I'll panic, bro. Like I'll be awake at night or something. I'll see the money leave my account. I'll be like, what? Like, I don't know. But either way, so basically, the it actually matters more because it's actually higher quality. And you know what? When you're told about it, it makes sense. Like obviously things would be compressed for an app, and like you know.
No, sorry, but trust me, it doesn't make sense. The way how they compress it is like it's anti-musicianship. Like the way it's done, it's ridiculous. But
wait,
yeah, I'll
explain
go into that.
Okay, but wait, you know what? I see. I'm curious now, man. That's the whole point, bro. Like, that's the reason you're here. It's because like me and let's be real, most of you lot don't know about this stuff. Maybe there's some audio people watching this. Maybe there's some people in the chat like that too. Majority, let's be real, we ain't educated on this stuff, bro. Which is the whole point of this video. So basically, Evan managed to, cause he the OST guy, you feel me? He managed to somehow get a hold of a Vegito OST here.
Yeah, let's say it like that. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And so we've got on the left is the high quality one. On the right is the old one. So yeah.
It's
This
not
is
really higher quality. It's the original quality. It's
Okay,
not
okay.
higher. It's the original quality as it's supposed to be. Just that the one version that we get for like as players in game is just a lower quality version. It's a compressed version.
Okay,
The
so
one on the
this
left isn't higher quality. It's the original.
is
quality.
how it should be. Okay. Oh, that's kind of tough.
how
I ain't
it's
gonna lie.
recorded.
That's kind of tough.
That's how it's recorded in the studio. Yeah.
I see. Wait. So all these OST reactions we've done until now, we've been listening to the worst version of them all.
Yeah, so basically they are all invalidated, and you can do them just redo them. Cause, dude, I'm telling you, every OST sounds like completely different on the CD. It sounds like 5 times as good, and there are some instruments you can't even hear in the compressed version.
Swear.
It sounds almost mono, meaning all the information on the right and left end of your ears is gone. You can't even hear that. So yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a revelation of the
Infinite
highest
content
order.
for you, bro.
Literally.
Infinite content.
Hey, bro. Nah, cause deep it, right? Cause obviously you could, even you, bro, you could like compare like this is the stuff you didn't hear in like your favorite OSTs and that.
I'm already working on that.
Bro,
I didn't
no one
listen
else
to
could do
every
that but
OST
you.
Yet, but there are OSTs that are very different. And well, I'm not gonna say that. That's something very spicy going with some.
Wait 3 months when the stuff comes out, I would say. They said Dokkan OST 2. Nah, literally, how are they gonna drop a sequel to the OSTs, bro?
They did, yeah.
That's crazy. Okay,
Well,
so
and I will work on a video like in the I don't know when it's coming up, but explaining the gist of it all and like going into detail. Cause right now I can only drop a little bit of spice, you know.
yeah.
So yeah.
Nah. So obviously, like, comment, subscribe, people. Make sure you come to the Twitch stream at 030XT for live and early unedited reactions. You feel me? The future's looking bright, and I'm actually gonna leave a link to Evan's thing in the description as well and the pin comment because, I mean, that's where you're gonna get the more nuanced explanations, the deeper dives. You know what I mean? Because this is gonna serve as like the most basic, explanation of it, like the most accessible, I guess. You know what I mean? If this piques your interest, then I highly recommend you go watch his video because that's where you're gonna get more stuff out of it. If I post this before that video is out, I'll make sure to edit the description and the pin comment to accommodate for it. But yeah, just make sure you guys check that and run his thing up because that's gonna be very important. Or you could just subscribe and turn notification on so that when he posts it, you can see it. But, you know, I trust you're smart enough to do that.
If you're interested, more importantly, for the past 2 years, I've been dropping fan-made OSTs.
Oh yeah, if you guys haven't heard those.
Every time that a Dokkan unit comes out, it has OSTs. And what I do is I just make my own version of that OST.
That is so
for
tough, by
myself
the way.
and for people to listen to. So that is the main content I do. So
That's extremely tough. I highly recommend people see that if they haven't. But yeah, alright, cool. So we're gonna listen to this Vegito OST. I really appreciate that you managed to pick up a Vegito OST, by the way. You know what I mean? The Better Fusion.
I was so tempted to pick another one. You have no idea, dude.
What do you mean?
I was so tempted just to slap on a Gogeta OST and call it a day, but no, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
You could have kept that to yourself. I can't lie. You just hurt my feelings.
No. That was very important. No, because the thing is, even statistically, the most viewed OST is the Gogeta OST for Dokkan. So
Is it?
my hands are tied, bro.
Wait, what? Wait, what is?
Yeah, the Tech Gogeta OST is the most viewed Dokkan OST.
Oh. Well, can't argue with numbers, I guess. Well,
Yeah.
oh well. Well, here's where it is, I guess. I guess we'll hear this. Like, comment, subscribe, my people, blah, blah, blah. We got all the boring stuff out of the way. Let's listen to this shit, man. Okay, so I'm gonna go silent for like a minute. We're gonna hear this in its entirety. Chat, I'm not gonna say anything. We're just gonna take in the old quality first, and then we'll play the new one, and then we'll get Evan to explain like details and that. We'll see what we can pick up by ourselves, and then Evan will come in and actually, like, you know, elaborate. So yeah,
But
let's do
have you
this.
heard this OST before? You have
I've heard
it,
this one
right?
before. Yeah.
Okay.
I've heard these OSTs before. You feel me? I think this is actually one of the
Yeah,
earlier ones I did. I do recognize it. Unfortunately, I didn't put it on. Oh, I didn't put this artwork on the thumbnail. I don't think though. Alright.
Damn.
Yeah, usually that means that there was a better artwork or whatever. That's what that usually means. But it always hurts my heart whenever I gotta pick between the multiple good ones. Alright, cool. Alright, cool, my people. Let's go silent. Remember, we're gonna take in this one, and then we'll take in the CD one afterwards. We'll see what differences we can pick out on our own, and then yeah. Alright, let's do this. Okay, we're just gonna take this in by ourselves, okay?
How can you stay quiet listening to this OST though, bro?
I'm trying so hard, but this is still one of the best ones, by the way. Okay. Chat, that was the quality we're used to. Okay? So can you send the Twitter link in chat? Let me copy and paste real quick. Say 9. There we are. Okay. So hopefully you guys kept like a mental note of that. Now, let's listen to the CD quality. And let's see if we can pick anything out. I will admit, in my first few seconds of listening, I didn't really pick out like really a difference. Well, like it wasn't too. I could tell this one's better. We'll see.
That's why I'm here.
That's exactly why you're here. Yeah. Alright, cool. Alright, chat. Back to silence real quick. Wait, I actually can tell a bit. Okay, wait, hang on. Oh! Wait, I can actually kind of tell the difference. A little bit, like. Okay, wait. Okay, the biggest thing to me was actually the fact that I could hear the drums. That was the main thing. I'm seeing chat talk about hi-hats. Can you explain what that is?
Yep. Well, okay, if you look at a drum set, and you have to look at it as if you're playing the drum set. So it's not from the front, it's like from where you're sitting. The hi-hat would be on the far leftmost end, or like top left.
Oh, it's this thing? The
look at a drum kit.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Like, no, just a whole drum kit, not like just the hi-hat. But yeah, that's the exact thing, right? That would be at the top left where you would play it, and that's the same place where it's stereo placed in the mix, at least for Dokkan OSTs. And yeah, so exactly this. But imagine you're sitting behind it, and then which one is on the right now would be at the left ear end. And you can hear that in the mix very loudly, which is completely gone in the in-game version. And to explain that, the best I could explain that is the compression that they use. Yeah. Which I, as a musician, I've never heard of something like that, that is actually something that they did is dude, that's atrocious.
Could it?
So for normal CDs or for normal recordings of anything, you're using a standard hertz frequency of 44,100. Now, what is hertz? Hertz is well just the like it's a unit of frequency.
Yeah, yeah.
Sound-
I know that
sound
much.
waves.
I know that much.
Yeah. For Dokkan, they compress it down to round about like 18,000 or 20,000. So more than
Yeah.
half of information gets lost.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
So
That results in
yeah,
the
just-
stereo image of the sound being completely like botched.
so like just
meaning
missing instruments
right
as
and,
well.
The right and leftmost stereo sounds are completely gone, which where the drums end up, they're gone. It's very mono. The bass, which normally is mono, is very stretched out and pretty distorted. Just the general sound quality is very rough. The high end is gone. The whole sound file is ruined. So me as a musician, I'm amazed by the fact that this is actually how they do it. And I'm just scared for the musicians working on off and putting all the work in.
And then,
then
like
they
half
get
of
this,
it doesn't get
and
heard.
they
Yeah.
put this in the game.
Uh.
Damn.
Do you think that? Do you think that the reason could just be like file management or whatever? Because the game's already mad big. Could that be it?
Well, of course they can't put in the raw file. That would be too big, yeah. But you
Yeah.
gotta also think about that they only need roughly a minute's worth of audio because they loop it in game. They don't need like a 10-minute audio file.
Yeah.
So having a 1-minute audio file, I don't really think that they had to compress it that high. As I understand it, the limited knowledge that I do have of the game,
Yeah.
it's, as I understand it, the only way how you can even put the file into the game is by compressing it that much. But that's not because of how audio works. It's just on how they programmed the game to be, and that is the thing that fucks it up.
I see. Okay. So interesting. Wait, so then is this something that like is this something people knew like before this CD thing was announced? Like were there people out there that knew this already? That it was compressed or what? Because I didn't know it was compressed.
I guess. I mean, I didn't know that too. This is pretty fresh to me. I knew this before, but not for too long, and I'm still trying to figure out all the differences.
Yeah.
And well, prepare for my video and talk about that. But it's pretty big stuff. And the first second that I heard the official quality, like I could believe that all the previous OSTs that I've heard for Dokkan weren't original, and I was always weirded out by the fact how they are mixed. Me as a musician, I never understood why does it sound so weird? Why is there no high end? Where are the drums? Why is the bass?
Yeah, see, I never noticed this stuff, bro. I never noticed this.
Yeah, but it does sound like that, and that really was weird to me, and that's why a lot of people also didn't really know if Dokkan OSTs are recorded like with real instruments or not, because you couldn't really tell before.
Yeah, yeah.
Now with the official CD versions, it's without a doubt it's a real recording studio and real musicians behind this, and yeah, you can really hear their work in the official version.
Okay, so here's what I want to do. I want to replay the compressed version, yeah, and I want to see if I can hear the drums or not, because I heard it in the new one. I guess I'm expected to not hear it, right?
On the original? No, on what version?
The compressed version. I should not hear the drums, right?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, listen. Okay, what I would suggest is...
I'm gonna listen to the
beginning
first
of
10
track.
seconds, yeah?
Yeah, listen to the CD version first. 'Cause
Listen
then
to
you
CD
really
first.
Hear the drums.
Okay,
Yeah, and then listen back to the compressed version, and the drums are gone.
say nine. Okay, chat, we're gonna go 10 seconds each. We're gonna be silent for these 10 seconds. We're playing the CD one first, then the compressed one. We're gonna try and hear the drums, okay? Alright. Okay, 15 seconds. Okay. That was 15 seconds. Okay. I definitely heard them pretty clearly. Yeah. Alright, cool. Now let's hear the other one. Huh. I can hear it's very subdued. Chat said it's very subdued. It's like the drums are way back.
I gotta say, for the stream at least, for chat, I don't know, because when I heard it in your stream, it both sounds pretty mono. I don't know if it's maybe Twitch stuff or whatever, but to me, if you listen to the audio file itself on Twitter,
yeah,
there, I don't know how it is for your recording, but on Twitch, even then you can't even really hear it, because you gotta remember, every platform, every site, everywhere you upload stuff,
they compress things some way.
Yeah, that's yeah, maybe, I don't know if you guys could hear it, but it's such a difference. To me, I instantly hear it.
See, this is the issue with like me, right? It's like I can tell that they're different, but then I have difficulty articulating what is different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like I can tell you which ones sound better, and I can tell you that this one is missing things, but it's like, you know, I can't really elaborate. You know what I mean? I see. Okay. Well, wait. Let me listen to 15 more seconds each. So we'll start with the bad one. Oh, damn, it's gonna get weird saying that. The compressed one. All right.
Not the bad one. Yeah.
Yeah, just compressed.
Still great, but compressed.
I mean, we were listening to it to the whole time. I can't rebuke all them reactions. You know what I mean? Like, sound good, but like,
dude, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say, man.
This is a revelation and a half, bro. Alright, cool. Chat, we're going to listen to the compressed one for another 15 seconds. Then we're going to go back to the CD one, do the same thing, and we're going to come back to talking. Alright, cool. Okay, I made a mental note of what that was like. You know what it is? It just feels more like, it's like audio, like 480p versus 1080p, if that makes sense. Like the audio equivalent of that.
Kinda.
Like I mean, there's more clarity in it.
If you have an if you have an HD video like 1080p and would reduce it to 480p, it's pretty much the exact same thing. You're losing information in the image.
Yeah, and that's
for the audio file.
And that's where these numbers you put in your suite come from, innit? So like 18,000 hertz to 44.1K.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay.
Which again, I never seen an official professional audio file being at that hertz level, like at the 18,000.
What's the average for like games?
Well, okay, that I don't know, because a lot of mobile games do have their sound compressed. For regular games, I don't know. They probably use their own compression.
It's probably not as deep though, innit? Like I imagine mobile games compress it more.
I don't know. I just can't tell you that normally how any piece of music is composed at and released at is the first, like the CD quality, the 44,100.
Yeah.
There is also 4800, but it's more irregular. The regular one would be 44,100.
I see. Okay. Someone in chat asked, Evan, do you think OSTs, Dokkan OSTs on Spotify would sound better?
Well, I could interpret the question 4 different ways. Do you mean the ones that we already have in game?
I assume he means that.
If you would upload those to Spotify, would that be better than on YouTube? I don't know how Spotify's compression or stuff works. I think they would have. I would suppose it would sound better over there.
I mean,
I couldn't really tell.
I would imagine stuff like Spotify and Apple Music, like platforms that are meant to be for that stuff, would probably do it better. But that's just a guess, isn't it?
You don't always know.
Yeah, I don't. Fairs. Okay. Alright. Well, chat, do you have any like questions you have to ask or whatever before we wrap this up pretty much? This was good though, I can't lie. I'm just gonna check for a chat, see if they got any questions before we're done or whatever. That just makes me more excited. Nah, that's a fact, man. I can't wait. So what? When is this coming out again? Like, when is it coming out? Like end of May, right? End of May, early June.
Yeah, something like that. May 28th, I think, was it? Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
And yeah, just like I want to add to this at the end. I just did this based on the excitement that I of course have and all the people waiting on this have, but I won't do like more posts about this, or if people will request like another OST or whatever. I won't do that because this is still exclusive and will still stay exclusive, and I hope you guys understand that. But just stay excited until the OST is already released, and then we will all experience it together.
Yeah, like I saw didn't they like straight up say like they ain't got plans to put it on like Spotify and that?
Wait, they said they have plans doing that?
No. I thought they said that they weren't gonna do that.
No. Yeah, they weren't. No.
Yeah. So yeah. Plus, why would they do that if they want you to buy the CD? You know, like I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Like they want you to buy it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if only we can know who makes the OSTs. Is there any chance that like the physical CD might have some kind of name on it? Like
well,
anywhere on the packaging?
Because I looked it up. The previous OSTs that we had didn't feature any
like credits or anything?
Yeah, any credits. There were no credits, only like for Bandai and Akatsuki, which, well, we know that Akatsuki made Dokkan and Bandai is the publisher, but there's nothing about the musicians on there, and I think it will still stay that way.
Okay. So there's pretty low chance that we're actually going to get like a name to anyone when this comes out.
No.
They said in the Amazon description that they don't have any plans on making the OSTs available for download digitally. That makes complete sense. It makes complete sense.
Oh, there's a very good chat message. It says, actually, is it true that for the 10th Annie OSTs they got a new composer? Because that was already thrown around, and a lot of people have gotten that wrong, which I don't understand why people even think there's a new composer. There were no new composers for the 10th Annie, just the style was a little bit different because they went a little bit more orchestral, and
they're just trying something new,
and they just tried to more atmospherically.
That makes more sense.
Their music, but the Vegito active skill, like his last active skill, the attack with like the KO screen with the finger, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That one is made by the Legends composer. That isn't the Dokkan.
Wait, how do you know?
I know based on the guitars they use. It's the same guitar as the Legends composer uses, and the mix is a different one to the Dokkan one. So I gotta say, because it's on a technicality level, it's worse. Like the mix is worse than the Dokkan one, and the Dokkan studio does it perfectly because they already have 10 years of experience mixing their stuff for Dokkan specifically. But yeah, the Legends one sounds not as good, and that's why, by the way, it is way lower. If you noticed, maybe in like playing the game, it's way quieter than the other OSTs.
Damn, I didn't spell that right. I meant appreciate it, gang. Anyway, yeah. So I don't want to speak while you're speaking. So okay, that's interesting. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of what's it called? It reminds me of, you see how, I don't know if you watched this guy before, Anime AJ, innit? Have you ever heard of him?
Yeah, I heard that name, yeah.
He's like so what he used to do, I think he does it for Diamond now too. You see when Super was airing, yeah? Like every week he would do like a animation breakdown for the episodes and that. And like he'd be able to like spot which animator did what based on like details specific to them, like their own little idiosyncrasies, innit? Like you talking about how you knew it was a Legends composer kind of reminded me of that. So yeah. I just wanted to mention that.
Yeah, because that is a good comparison, because I mean, for animation you could just show examples.
Yeah.
And then it's, oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're right. This is yeah, I can believe you. For music, it's a little bit hard to explain
because there's nothing to look at, you know what I mean?
Based on it's based on just my musical knowledge and just my ears and the years of training that I have, and I just could tell you exactly why it is the Legends guitar, because For other Legends OSTs, they use the same rhythm guitar. The rhythm guitar is the fast-playing, like electric guitar. They use the same one for this new OST. And even without me saying that, just based on the fact that it is lower in volume, means it is at least composed or like mixed and mastered by a different studio, which already means it's a new composer, or it's a different composer. It's not a new one, it's just the Legends one.
Okay. Well, appreciate you for like jumping in here quickly or whatever to explain this or whatever, and I appreciate you guys for you know, dealing with how unscripted everything is around here. But you know, like, comment, and subscribe, my people. Make sure you guys go check out Evan or whatever. The future's looking bright for this thing. I can't lie. Things are looking very interesting. I will admit, I'm not entirely, and I guess this is just because like it's only we didn't listen to much, but like I'm not entirely fully comprehending how different these things are, but like I know much more and understand it way better than before this, so I think this was a W for me. But yeah, let me know if you guys managed to, you know, comprehend things a little better and all that. I imagine we all did, like judging from what I was reading. But yeah, YouTube comments, let me know. Twitch chat, let me know. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, my people. Make sure you go check out Evan. Thank you once again, and yeah, take care. Goodbye, my people. Stay safe.
Goodbye.